Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And on today's episode, I'll be talking about how do I educate myself. And together with me today is Mr. Panda. Okay, so personally, I think I have three ways that I educate myself. First is through experience, because I believe that experience is indeed the best teacher in life. Second would be my circle of friends and the people that I meet in life. Third would be the content that I consume. Anyway, I think macam penting untuk kita selalu educate diri sendiri, sebab if we were to compare ourselves us now with us 10 years ago, we should have made a lot of improvement in terms of personality, how you think, and the way you go in your life, you know. Because takkan you not stay on the same level for the whole 10 years, right? You must have some glow up in terms of how you think, how you talk to people, how do you even mingle around with your friends. So in order for you to educate yourself, I would like to suggest three ways to do so. So the first one, like I said, through experience. How do I educate myself through experience is by signing up to things macam competitions, organizations, because let's say macam competition kan. When you sign up for competition, you are going to have the access to meet with a lot of other competitors, participant lain yang ada a lot more exposure in their life, or they are just like you just beginners starting to roam around new journey, contoh macam public speaking or debate or any other competitions that you would like to try. You might gain the exposure from someone else's life, and you might even make new friends which share the same interests. Satu lagi, like you can join organizations because you can learn through people's personality, macam mana diorang manage the organization, especially macam high positions like president. How do they even manage the whole organization? You will learn how they talk to people, how to negotiate, like basically soft skills lah kan. Through that connection, you are able to obtain skills, new skills in life. So I think that's how you can educate yourself, through experience. Go out, meet new friends, go out and try to do things that are out of your comfort zone. Macam I personally never tried debate before, but recently I just signed up to this one debate society in my college, in my university, just to try things out, to get out of my comfort zone, because I think I have an issue where I lack in some general knowledge and politics stuff. So by putting myself in this society, I think I will be able to gain more. Secondly, how do I educate myself is by choosing the circle of friends of mine. I believe that your circle of friends play one of the biggest role in your life. It will dictate the big part of your future. Let's say you berkawan dengan orang yang they have very racist or toxic mentality or personality. Somehow when you grow around them, you consume what they consume in terms of media and everything. Somehow you will shape yourself into the parts of them. Faham ke? Do you want to be influenced by people like that? Either you educate them or you just slowly remove yourself from their radius, so that you won't be influenced by those toxic personality. Because I believe that we are a bit of pieces that we meet in life. Macam my mom, I am a bit of her, and I'm also a bit of pieces of my dad. The easiest thing lah it's as simple as, okay, I duduk dalam kereta with my brother and dia pasang this one song. And then I'm like, oh, I kind of like this kind of song. And then I spent my whole weekend like listening to the same song. Somehow it grew in me, and that song became my favorite song. I grew up with having that song as my favorite song, which was influenced by my brother. It's how macam personality lah, or how people around you talk. Macam you spend your time too much with this circle of friends, you balik rumah, you bawa the language that they speak to your home. Then you influence your brother pula. Then your brother keluar dengan kawan dia, and then dengan kawan-kawan dia pun they speak the same language as I did, in which I took from my friends. So sama macam adab, sifat, how you think, because in a group of friends, you are going to talk about a lot of things. Contoh kalau you are not familiar with one topic, and then your friend macam bagi dia perspektif, padahal perspektif dia macam agak biased or not morally right, but somehow you rasa macam, oh betul kot. So you have that same thinking installed in your head. So you go around your life with that kind of mentality. Paling tak tahu boleh salah ke betul ke, you know? Imagine you go around with your life with that kind of thinking. How many other people that you are going to influence with that kind of thinking pula? Wow, that's big. I still believe that we are bits of pieces of the people that we met in our life. The way they speak, how they choose their words, how they see things in life, and all about that. It is important for you to choose the circle of friends. I mean, it's fine for you to berkawan dengan semua orang, tapi choose the friends, yeah. You know, like about 3 to 10 people, and you rasa macam, oh, I like the way they think, I like how they live their life. I think they give a lot of good inputs in my life, so we keep them as friends. So the third point on how I educate myself would be the things that I consume. Example, macam the things that I read, the things that I watch. I would watch a lot of things that spark my curiosity. Macam, oh, kenapa benda jadi macam ni? How does that work? How does that benefit people? It's a lot of how questions and a lot of why questions in my head all the time. What I really like doing the most is listening to podcasts while I do something else, because I notice that I am very kinesthetically active. Even in class, I have to do something else while listening to the lecture, because I think I have too much energy in me every day, inside and out. So I need to project all the energy. Macam podcast, I cannot just sit down and listen to podcast. I have to do something. It would be either I lipat kain or I kemas dapur. And I really love listening to podcasts, especially the Aida Azlin show on Spotify. She gives a lot of good inputs in my life and how I think it helps me to think positively. And the guests that she brought in are the good influences, not the type yang macam influence you just in fashion and stuff, but also in how you go around in your life and what to consume in your life. Yeah, I really like it. And even dulu masa habis sekolah pun macam I would spend my evenings lipat kain while watching, you know, ML Studio, like Mat Lutfi Studio. Yeah, they used to have a lot of input dari influences macam pharmacist and marine biologist and a lot more great people in the studio. And from time to time, I would listen to TED Talk on YouTube, and I would even pasang very random videos that I found on YouTube, like science or some psychology things. I'm not heavy on politics and economics because my brain just shut down. But on things that make me question things, yeah, I'm very much interested in a lot of things like that. Another thing would be on my Twitter, I would follow a lot of people yang bagi good input in life. Bits of politicians, mostly influencers, the good influencers, the one yang macam love to advocate. Because I like being on Twitter. I think I suka tengok how people interact with one another. At first, I would believe macam, oh, this statement is a new knowledge for me. But then, which I thought was right lah. But then someone else quoted that, or someone else replied to that tweet saying that, oh, tak lah, macam ni. So that's when I shift my new knowledge, new perspective in life. And there's this one button, even on TikTok and Twitter, that you can macam tekan not interested. So you would see that kind of content even lesser. We have the power to choose the things that are going on in life. Also, I read books, as you can see at the back. Honestly, when people ask me why do I read, it's mostly because I would like to instill empathy, because we can never live in someone else's shoe. However, when you read a book, the author selalu tulis buku from the point of view of the main character. So you are able to live from the main character punya point of view. How the main character feels in that book, how the main character goes in their life, how the main character replies to a person, macam mana dia fikir, macam mana dia bercakap, macam mana everything lah basically. So I am able to live in their shoe at the moment. I think that's how I install empathy in my life. Also by mingling around with strangers, learn about people punya culture. Like when you travel, you learn about their culture. You mingle around with the locals there. You read more on the country and the culture. Books and movies are such great platform for us to enhance our empathy. Sebab macam mana lagi kita nak live in someone else's shoe, right? But apart from reading and watching movie, you can also try volunteering. Because when you volunteer, you are able to meet with a lot of kind people, a lot of needy people also. You're not just living in your bubble. You are able to meet with a lot more people yang lebih memerlukan. Let me just summarize. So how did I educate myself? It would be first, experience in life. You just go, sign up on that competition, on that organization. It's okay if you fail, you know. Because when you fail, you have to get up. And that's what matters. You have to get up each time. Fall 7 times, you have to get up 8 times. Tiba. And the second point, how do I educate myself, is by choosing my circle of friends and the people around me. And the third one would be what I consume. Might be reading, movies, or the things you subscribe on Twitter, YouTube. I will share the links of all the things that I subscribe or watch or consume in the description box later, so you can get more knowledge too. I hope you have gained as much as I do, and it's okay if sometimes you feel macam you are left behind. There's no such thing as being left behind, because I think everyone walks in their own pace and in their own path, because God has written that for you. So you just go with the flow, learn more, mingle around with friends, and then you're good to go. As long as you are aware that, oh, I need to do more in life, then do it. Nobody's rushing you. I would like to say thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you are having a great Eid celebration with your family and friends. And I'll see you next week. Bye!